Hello and welcome back to DisruptED TV Student Voice. I'm your host Bobby, here today with the senior in high school, Chris. How are you today, Chris?
I'm good, Bobby. How are you?
Doing pretty good, thank you. Our first question for you today is, do you feel that there is a teacher with whom you can talk to in your school if you have an issue?
Absolutely, Bobby. I feel like if I have a problem at all, either outside the classroom or inside the classroom, there's always a teacher I can go to.
How does it make you feel as a student?
I feel very accepted and very welcome. I honestly feel like that if I have a problem with a certain subject, I can go to the teacher of that subject, or I can even go to a teacher outside of that subject. Even if if the teacher's busy or if they're not there, I can go to a teacher outside of the classroom.
Is it the same for most of your school? It's really great that you have such a good rapport with your teachers, but how about the other students?
Honestly, I feel like every student is listened to, they are heard. I feel like it takes a student's courage to go up to a teacher and ask for help. I feel like every student is listened to and every student is treated equally.
Does it take a little bit of a push from a teacher to really make a child want to talk to the teacher, or even give them the incentive to need to talk to the teacher?
Bobby, I feel like it's a two-way street. I feel like students need the courage to go and talk to a teacher, and teachers need to have the courage to go talk to a student. I feel like they need to know what they're talking about to have a good conversation with each other.
Perfect. Now, our next question for you today is, do adults at your school listen to student suggestions?
I feel like some teachers listen to students more than others. I feel like our guidance department is very shaky with that, but teachers that teach classes every day are great at it. I don't know if it's because they spend at least 3 blocks teaching them, but they certainly are doing something right.
That's really great to hear.
Absolutely.
How does it make a student feel when their idea is actually taken into account? Does it give more of an incentive to really want to be there and learn?
Absolutely. I feel like if a student is heard, they're more motivated to learn.
That's perfect. It really is. Thank you again for joining us, Chris.
Thank you for having me.
And for students out there, please take this question into account. Do you feel that student voice in your school is validated? And if it is, what can you do with that voice to really help your school in the long run? Thank you again for joining us, and as always, I'm your host Bobby, and we'll see you next time.